he said, fireball.
Dun, 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 dun,
So are you going to be able to?
Jess,
Are you
you're my
moving
favorite
over?
character.
Going to be able to character sheets?
I'm doing that right now.
Okay. I know if we had to go from the other ones.
Welcome everybody to episode 26 of Wizon Break.
Has it really been
Custom
26
Patrol.
episodes?
Yeah, brought to you by
Wow.
Primordial Secrets.
Brought to you
Remember
by
that.
Primordial Secrets.
How many episodes?
The award-winning, the Squiddy award-winning Primordial Secrets.
Yeah,
Goddamn right.
15 days away.
Check
It's
out
15 days away.
Primordial
Kickstarter.
Secrets OnlyFans. Check it out.
Hey, Garth, did you say your Kickstarter launches in 15 days?
15 days, yeah, baby.
Nice. That's exciting.
That's awesome. The link in the description.
It's been a long time coming.
Yeah. Well, I was
Do
trying to
you
get
have a
some more
special
followers
code?
before
Hey, do
launch.
you have a special? Do you have like a special code for viewers to put in to get like the best kicks?
Yeah, if you go to primordialsecrets.com and sign up on our mailing list, you get entered to win extra add-ons and stuff.
Nice.
Once the Kickstarter goes
Exclusive
live.
add-ons? That's awesome. I want
What
one.
kind of add-ons?
TBD, but I think it's going to be like neoprene player mat and maybe a signed art print.
Awesome. Those sound great.
You should
expect to
get the
sign one in.
gal.
Excuse me.
You should get the gal who did the art to come like play with us one night.
Yeah, she won't even come to
Inappropriate, Dan.
conventions, so,
Inappropriate.
yeah,
Wait, I'm sorry. Say again.
yeah, she won't even. She's cool, but she won't even like come to like conventions and stuff. And like I don't know. I guess she's like maybe a little anti.
Introverted.
She's a little anti. She's a 10, but she's anti.
Well, just tell her that we won't have to publish this episode. She can just come and hang out with us.
Yeah, totally.
Get to know us, and maybe she'll get out of her shell.
Is it Wizon Break or Wizon Break? Because I thought it was...
It's Wizon.
That doesn't make any
It's like
sense.
encyclopedia.
Honestly, when you said it so fast, I thought you were like making a joke about like who's on first or something. And I was like, why is it on break? I don't get it.
Nice.
Oh, I think I'm sorry. I think I'm gonna have to kick you guys out for a second.
Oh.
Dan's just trying to get me out of the group.
Oh.
Do it, Dan.
Administrator password.
Ayo.
PENISLOVER.
Wait, who told you my administrator password?
42069.
Actually, PEN15.
Yeah, right.
L0V3R exclamation point pound sign. You got it.
You'll never get it.
No, you forgot the tilde.
And the dollar signs that you'll make from buying Primordial Secrets and selling it with your friends.
No, I don't think that's how Kickstarter works.
I love it.
Well, that's
Thank
really
you guys
exciting.
for making
How-
every other Monday awesome.
That's really exciting. I'm really excited for the are all the people from the Squiddies gonna gonna do the Kickstarter as well?
That's not even here.
Yeah, Garth just abandoned us.
He's had enough of our shit.
Brought to you by Primordial Secrets.
Cricket.
Marijuana in the state of New Jersey.
Our shit is brought to you by Primordial Secrets.
Primordial Secrets, best weed in town.
I was gonna say Primordial Secrets does condone the actions.
It's true.
Primordial Secrets condones all the actions of players in this event.
Don't say that. That is
No, because I wouldn't say that because a Torment is a sick mo. So I would never condone what he does. And I condone it not in my life, just in this event.
No. Primordial Secrets condones all content contained herein.
Well, too late. Now you gotta. Now when I eviscerate somebody and flesh their skins, it's on you, bro.
I think it's good for kids to smoke weed, you know? Whatever. Primordial Secrets.
Brought to you by Primordial Secrets. This is never gonna see the life of day.
Hey, it's 13 plus. It's fine.
If my parents would have given me fucking weed instead of Ritalin, I would have been a completely different person.
Yeah, I wish Richie had his job now that he did, I don't know, Jordan, 20 years ago.
Oh, thanks, Ben.
That would have been tits.
Uncle fucking Ben.
Mm. Mm-mm-mm.
Uncle fucking Benjamin.
Won't even need the Benjamins at that point.
Is anyone watching Critical Role Campaign 3?
Yeah, I have been.
Nice. I only just started it. I'm a little behind, but it's fun.
There's this like Instagram page I follow called Quincy's Taverns. Like this like D&D guy. He's a great guy. It's fun.
Oh,
It's cool.
the guy that makes all the little pies and stuff.
I think I followed that too.
Yeah. It's nice. It's fun.
Yeah, it's really fun.
He's got like a cool little vibe, and he like incorporates like a bunch of like different like like genres and games, and like at his like bar. That's really cool.
Yeah, it is really fun.
Okay, so quick recap of last week's session. Who would like to give a recap? I texted it to you all, so somebody should be able to do it.
I got locked up. Y'all had fun. Garth pooed himself, and then everybody burned the village, which really pissed me off.
Yeah,
Because I wanted to burn the village the entire time, but apparently we had to wait until I was locked up to do it. And then we got out of it, and I watched it all burn, which was cool for me. And then a bunch of panthers came up on us.
There was a lot of ones last week too. There was a lot of ones rolled, and Dan let us get away with it. So, actually, one of the ones was actually very good
was
one.
an amazing
Yeah.
one.
Somebody give a perspective other than mine, because there was a lot more detail there.
I was gonna say, don't downplay the final when we finally got the poo in the pants.
Yeah.
Scared with
and
shit.
then
Scared
that-
to shit.
yeah. And then the
Yeah, so a couple of things from last week. You guys got some sweet rings. You finally made it out of Bjornheim. You narrowly escaped death from a group of spiders that probably would have gave you a run for your money. They were pretty tough spiders, but yes, Dismas summoned a shit demon from his butthole. That's not. I can't make that shit up.
I mean, technically you did.
What's that?
Technically you did.
In fairness, you absolutely did.
Oh, I did make it up. Well, I mean, but it was planned from the jump. If that makes anybody feel better.
And for the dump.
I mean, you guys should have seen Dan, like, once we logged off, him being like, the shit demon! He was so excited. When it finally happened.
I had to show Cassandra as soon as in the first thing in the morning. I had to play that whole. I had to find exactly where it was and play that whole shit demon entering the world.
Oh my gosh.
I missed it. I missed the pants.
I'm
I honestly, I'm really upset that they're not. Is that what you did on your
Garth,
own?
You should have asked him. You should have asked him.
I'm
if he was
brewing up
willing
the
to
second one.
be warned
Don't worry,
again.
guys.
Okay, well, hey, so let's roll for initiative and let's fight some panthers. So yeah, so you guys made it out just in time to see.
Whoa.
You guys made it out just in time to see the city burning. And as you started making your way through the woods, you came upon a group of 10 panthers, and that were charging at you. And while I think they probably would have surprised you, we're going to start doing surprise with the next combat. So go ahead. We rolled initiative, and it looks like Torment, you are up first.
Wait, why did you roll?
Roll initiative or do attack?
You rolled initiative for us?
Do you want to do it again?
No, let Torment. Do you have Fireball?
Yeah, blast.
Fire. No, I don't have fireball. I have fireball.
Fireball. All right, next
All right.
encounter.
Mr. 305, just do it. Come on, Pitbull.
Okay, yeah, I mean, it could not have worked out better than your wizard getting top initiative. Hey, maybe, you know what? Maybe taking the alert feat was not a bad idea.
Yeah, right.
Right?
Okay, here we go. Roll damage.
Oh, why does Torment have that cool little thing around him?
You know what? I don't know. I think because it's his turn.
Because Torment's
It's his
that
turn.
good.
Because he's like Pigpen. He just oozes
Yo, we're leveling up, y'all. Look at that shit.
Boom.
And with 29 damage, let's see. We'll have all of these poor Panthers roll the dex save, even though we know that even at 29 damage, every single one. So, Rob, why don't you give us a description? What does this look like?
Out of rage and absolute torment at what Torment has witnessed at the burning of a town he had suggested to be burned over and over again, and being released just to see it turn to ash, he summons the fire from within his hatred of all that has happened to him, and with a burst from his cloak of darkness and fire, sheds a fury of flames upon his foe.
Wow.
You do that.
Pretty cool, right?
Yeah, that's pretty cool. So you do that. You do exactly that, and then exactly what you thought would happen does. Fire rains down in a sphere, engulfing all 10 Panthers. You hear, it looks like, let's see, how many of them passed the check? What's your spell save DC?
My spell
16. So
Yeah.
we had 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 5 Panthers fail the check. They die an agonizing death. And then the 5 Panthers that pass the check and take half damage, half of 29 is 14, which does the entire hit point pool of every Panther in sight. And you will forever be known as Torment Pantherbane. Going forward. And there we go. End combat.
Wait, but like, we have a few questions. How hard is this for Gorgo to watch? Do we love our Panther?
Pussy Willow.
The smart Gorgo care.
Before you can even contemplate it, after I have just devastated these, I dash towards them and bathe in their ashes. And I look back at the group and say, this could have been everything I promised. And now I've wasted on some puny Panthers.
I have Gorgo Chew. Gorgo is still smart and he has Gorgo Chew.
So he's actually not still smart because he used his strength to break down the wall.
That's right, you did.
So, but you do in the rubble and ash of these burned Panthers, you do find a single piece of mundane adventuring gear, a set of common clothes.
All right,
Gorgo on the pants.
We're well on our way now.
And then
kill every panther in this forest.
Gorgo puts on the pants of the common clothes.
That sounds about right.
Torment. By the way, Torment, as rejoicing in the excitement of doing this damage, you reach into the pocket of the robe that you're wearing, the robe that Larma made for you, the magical armor, and in the pocket you find a small leather-bound book, probably about like 3 inches big.
I read it as quickly as I can.
Excellent. So you read it as quickly as you can, and you find that it is filled with Larma's notes, a copious amount of notes on the herbs and of the area, as well as recipes for about 36 different potions that you can make with herbs that grow in the area.
I begin to cackle in a fashion that is disturbing, but also rewarding.
Okay.
Yeah.
Oh goodness!
Is it anything like that?
That's exactly what it sounds like.
What the hell? I just cackled. That's
rewarding.
exactly.
Yeah.
And you're all looking at me like, what the fuck?
Yeah. So is anybody going to ask what that is about?
I tell
it seems commonplace now.
I have a scribe that'll allow me to help us develop and conjure things of extraordinary nature that'll help us in our entire quest from here on to further.
Okay, well, great. Well, there's also some
I also walk over to Ezekiel and I start to share with him what's in there.
Yes. And I listen intently, but not try to give it away.
Nice.
Okay, great. Great. Well, let's pop out back to the overworld map.
Yay.
And as you continue walking, you find that this region of the jungle is sparsely populated with a blooming plant that you haven't collected much of. Is anybody like to try and make an herbalism check with either wisdom or
I'll do it.
intelligence?
Go collect it.
No, I'm sorry. You said what were the best to achieve those, Dan?
So either wisdom, and if you're proficient with an herbalism kit, you can add your proficiency modifier.
That I believe would be Dismiss and Ezekiel.
I think it's Cassian.
Jess.
I have
Yeah.
herbalism.
Oh, that's right. Cassian is the one that's the
So
highest.
yeah, so Cass, if you want to make a straight like wisdom check. I forgot about requesting it from you.
I can help because I'm also a proficient.
I can't request
So it's
rolls
Dismas
on the
and
overworld
Cassie,
map.
yeah.
That's stupid.
Sorry, Zeke.
So you want me to do it?
I think we should just start smoking random flowers we find on our
Yeah,
adventures.
I assist you by tasting
whatever you
everything.
do, pull it up and give it to Gorgo.
I say put that in your pipe and smoke it, Gorgo. Some of that long bottom leaf.
Can we go find Grumbles and the
Remind me of doing a wisdom check.
Yeah, with advantage. It's you had somebody else helping you, and then add your proficiency.
Oh, hell yeah.
Wow. Okay, so that's a great roll. So that's a 19 plus 3 is 25. So the 25, you successfully retrieve. One piece of spark moss.
I head over to Cassian and I research with Cassian what Spark Moss can help us with.
Great. And
Your trouble.
at the break, I will give everybody access to the sheet. I don't think I have it here.
No, you're good. I think I have it in my group, but yeah, go on.
Okay.
I go over by myself and
so then as you
myself tastes like
continue-
spark moss.
As you continue through the, I'm sorry, say again.
Nothing. Just being a dick. Go ahead.
Okay. As you continue through the jungle, you find an old abandoned building.
So
It looks like it is an abandoned orphanage.
I circle around.
I cast Find Familiar and I send Favor to scout the building.
Okay, make an investigation check.
Why is all my stuff not showing up?
You have to go into your character sheet.
you requested.
Whoa!
Critically investigated.
Critically investigated with a nat 20 from Dismas. So yeah, you investigate the outside of this orphanage, and you find that it's been abandoned for some time. And as you peek in the windows, as you like to do, you can see most of this place is like decrepit and like covered over in dust. But you can see a small bag, maybe could be an alchemist pouch, sitting on an old dusty bookshelf.
All right.
I using my mental telepathy with Favor, I have him pick up that pouch and bring it to me.
Can your familiar pick things up?
Yes, I believe he can. Double check, but he can.
Okay, well, even if he can't, so your familiar brings you the bag. You open it up and you find it's full of some pretty average, mundane-looking animal teeth. It includes common rarity monster parts, 2 of them.
I use detect magic to see if there's anything more to it.
Okay, mark a spell slot and make an Arcana check.
Arcana check. Why is this still not showing up like it used to? What is going on?
We're on the overworld map. It's always kind of.
Oh, that's right.
Yeah, you gotta have your character up.
Yeah, no, I have to. That's. You're absolutely right. There we go. Character sheets up. Arcana check. You said.
I keep trying to close mine just because I'm just for the stream's sake, but
Okay, so with a 12, unfortunately, they just seem like normal monster parts. Okay, but that concludes that part of the exploration. So we are now. It is now about 9 p.m. at night, and it is nighttime. And you can choose to continue exploring in the night, or you can maybe look for a place to set up camp.
Well, we have a place. There's a hut that we're at, or I could cast tiny hut to protect us in our own space.
let's just sleep in the orphanage. It'll be a good start of a horror movie.
That's exactly what I was gonna say.
I was hoping you guys would suggest that.
I mean, I'm already undead, so.
Welcome to our special edition horror episode.
By the way, I would suggest as we enter it that we continue to explore and use our knowledge to make sure that we're not going to get eaten by a bunch of zombies.
Okay, so who's going to take first watch?
Well, I think Favor is going to watch on the exterior at all times.
Doesn't have to.
Right. Well, I think as long as we're, in this orphanage, we should just split up. Someone should go to the basement. Someone should go to the room with all the chainsaws.
I'll go to the basement.
I was gonna say I'll go to the basement.
I want to go where the smell of rotting flesh is greatest.
Yeah.
I'm a big fan of attics.
Okay, so
yeah.
make a perception check, Torment. Okay, so Gorgo and Thulber go into the basement. Torment, make a perception check.
Find like a creepy well or some shit.
I want to go to the morgue.
It's like Scooby-Doo and they split up.
Who's going to the morgue? That's our challenge. Remember
There's
that
a
show?
morgue
on
in
TV?
this house?
Okay, great. You roll a natural 1 on perception. You think this whole place smells like body corpses?
I mean, it probably does.
It's like
Alright,
that
for the
MTV show
folks-
Fear.
For the folks.
By the way, Dan, my portents is still 6 and 4 because we didn't have a long rest, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay, so for the two of you in the basement, what are you gonna do? You're gonna go to sleep down there?
Whatever you
We
don't
can
have
check it out
sex,
first.
that you're going to be the first to die.
We were looking around down here.
They're bringing their ghost EMP machines.
All
with us.
right, make an
Wait.
investigation check.
Garth, did you say don't have sex because then you're going to be the first ones to die?
Yeah.
I can't promise anything.
Checked out.
Oh, there we go.
Ooh.
Oh, with a nat 20 investigation check and a 17 from Thover, man, makes me wish there was something to investigate in this orphanage. So you let's see. I mean, you sneak around this orphanage, and actually tucked underneath, you really investigate the shit out of it, man. And I mean, the whole place is like covered in like a thick layer of ash
I'm
and
eating
dust.
Asbestos.
But actually, underneath one of the underneath one of the pieces of furniture that you move while you're down there, you find a letter folded, and I mean this letter has to be 100 years old, or maybe not, maybe 20 years old, who knows? And in the letter, it is from the point of view of a child. And it tells the story of a time that this child's village was overrun by these wolf folk pirates that came on big pirate ships, and it describes in detail sort of their battle tactics and the types of magic that they used when they raided this orphan's village, right? That's why this orphan lived in an orphanage. Her village was destroyed and her parents were killed. And it's basically like a manual about, this group of wolf folk pirates and their fighting tactics.
What is their fighting tactics?
I love it.
Yeah.
Who discovered this?
Let me guess.
Gorgo and Thilber. So
Wolfpack
yeah, so you read about it, and I mean, with a 20 and a nat 20 and a 17, you're going to get a lot out of this letter. You find that the spellcasters, and this is written by like from the perspective of a child, but the spellcasters have like a dark magic that puts tentacles into your brain and makes you have nightmares. And for the pirate soldiers, they're all sword fighters, and it talks about how like real wolves, when multiple of these pirates are attacking a single person, their attacks just become more ferocious, like some kind of like a feeding frenzy. And
if you take out their top wolf, they back up.
The alpha, yeah, that's a good question.
You know what? You get that sense from reading the book that that's exactly what you need to do.
You're creating an entire.
And on the first floor,
we all reading this? Or are we like just all reacting to what's being read?
Gorgo has it in his hands, and he reads it and eats the note.
Okay. on the main floor, Ezekiel and Cassian, what are you guys doing?
I mean, I'm either down for like morgue,
yeah, so you wander around and you realize this isn't that big of an orphanage. There was not a morgue, but you do find like
is there a records room?
Big halls lined with bunk beds.
Okay, so
have I seen any like little red balls rolling across?
Good question.
You have not.
Is there like a records room or like a administrative where we could maybe see?
No, you know what, Ezekiel? You go looking around the orphanage and you realize that was the source of the fire, and all of the records in the record room have been destroyed.
If I may,
he didn't start the fire. Is that what you're going to say?
Torment is an orphan.
The orphan said. The orphan.
Torment is an orphan. He heads to the heart of everything. He heads to the kitchen to find out what they ate, where they slept. He goes to the beds. He searches all the areas of which he knows a child might hide information or things of value.
One thing Torment knows is he knows where children hide. I'll tell you that.
Okay.
Torment was an orphan. Torment is an orphan.
Torment, make an investigation check. I love this. Make an investigation check.
Gorgo and Thover are laughing from the basement. It's like, oh, I heard that.
Right. So with a 12, you search and you find nothing. The kitchen, everything that could be eaten in the kitchen has been, picked at by mice or molded over to the point
not looking for food.
Unrecognizable.
I want to go to bed.
You find nothing. You really find nothing left of value in terms of treasure.
Yeah. I'm making these.
Torment is not looking for value of treasure. He's looking for items that or ideas, or basically, I want to know how the kids got in and out. I want to know how.
You know what? You really the building is in such disarray, and there's so many holes in the walls and the ceilings that any trace of what life was like here when this was a functioning orphanage has been wiped clean.
Can I just say, just really quick, just like back to our story, just fast. I tell Ezekiel I'll take first. Go for it. So he's asleep. I'm watching first.
I made a big bed out of all the bunk beds. It's like a
Torment finds it difficult to be comfortable in this environment and refuses to sleep and decides to stay with Cassian and to hold watch.
Okay.
As favor circles and
great. So as you do that, so half the night passes. It's now about the middle of the night. And it sounds like
throughout the evening, I walk about the exterior, shooting fire bolts to light up the exterior to keep away any unwanted beings.
Okay.
Meanwhile, Dismiss is on the roof. I've got I've got like a stomach from one of the panthers. I'm just like looking in. I'm just investigating like the stomach contents, seeing what they had for dinner. Yesterday. Just kind of grumbling to myself.
I don't want to see that Kittner boy spill out all over this dock.
Yeah. But yeah, proceed.
Okay, great. Anything else happening?
No, we sleep and the next day starts.
I mean, quite honestly, Torment is just in distress and disarray. He's very tormented by this place.
Oh yeah, we got that.
Okay, great.
Dan's telling us this place is not haunted, so it's not a fun place to be in.
Yeah.
It's time to go to bed.
Great. So
Yeah.
so
Get outta here.
the night
It's haunted for Torment. He's
Great, the
tormented by it.
The night passes without event. The sun rises on a new day.
That was a long rest, right?
Not for you.
It
if you
was a
didn't
long
sleep.
rest for everybody who slept. Did you sleep?
Yeah.
Not for you. The way you said that.
No, I'm aware of that. I'm reminding everyone else. You got a long rest. Torment was not in the mood for a long rest.
I had a great
Not
rest.
in an
Those-
orphanage.
Those old orphan
Never.
beds were like really nice. Like you can almost feel like the wood was softened by their orphan tears, So it was almost like it was like really nice and soft wood, like warm, soft wood.
Torment's
from
gonna
orphan
gonna
tears.
pretend that he didn't hear he'll say that because he doesn't want to fireball his ass.
Why would you fireball his ass?
I found a half digested rat in one of the stomachs, so I'm happy. I
That's right.
had a little bit nice snack.
I revel in Distance's ability to use a rat to find information because I remember when I was a kid.
Great. So you wake up and Torment, having not slept the night, you gain 1 level of exhaustion.
Sounds about right.
The rest of you, so just so you know, that gives you disadvantage on ability checks.
No, I understand.
Okay. So
I'm not
which
happy about
direction-
it, but it's my
Wait.
character.
Which direction will we be traveling?
I feel like 6 or 1. 6 or yeah.
6 to 1, a half dozen the other.
Let's go 6.
All right. We're moving. Here we go.
Before we leave, Torment turns and sets the orphanage ablaze.
Oh yeah.
Yes, you do. Okay, so we're traveling normally. We're not
Going
hitting a
six.
special event tile. We're not near a city. Are we moving quickly to try to get to the Temple of the Tiger King? Or are we exploring the jungle?
We're still not in any hurry.
Oh, okay.
I don't think.
Yeah, we can do
Torment is too distraught by the existence of the orphanage. He can't.
Sneak up on the wolves.
You all got it. Like
Wow,
Torment doesn't want to talk.
All right. Oh, and I broke the game.
And guess that's why they call
Hold on
it
one second.
burn.
I broke the game because I don't know how to change the time.
I feel like we're near a dam, or like we're near a dam. I know we are. I can almost see it on the map.
A damn.
Gorgo.
Mm-hmm.
We're-
Smash.
Do you remember if we were close to one of those dams for you to smash?
I wish
By the
that-
way, Dan, Favor
I think-
is still circling our position to alert us to any presence of anything.
You
Period.
got it, bro.
I think if we keep moving west, we'll hit the river, and if we follow it down, we'll reach that dam.
I feel like we've already been there. I wish the map showed us where we were and not this like weird glitched out version. But
Yeah, I'm sorry. I wish I had a better tool for that. You have been to that building. That was the Moblin Sawmill.
the
Oh,
sawmill.
Grumbles. What was his name?
Grumbles,
Oh.
wasn't it?
Almost.
Mumbles.
Yeah. Should we like go back
Ooh.
and see if Grumbles is like what just went back home?
Oh,
Where's
Grumbles
Reno?
is still sitting around the pond waiting for us to come back.
Yeah.
I literally thought he went down.
So anyway, sorry. So so you start traveling at 6 a.m. You're traveling normally through the jungle, and it takes you about 6 hours. And you get to a point where you can kind of tell that you're coming up on a river. After about 6 hours, you do come across a crashed airship or maybe even a spaceship size enough to hold a medium humanoid. It looks like a dirigible. It looks like a big, like blimp shaped thing with like these wooden kind of like reed frame inside that would have been filled with air. And that's about all you find.
I tell Favor to go inside the hull and tell me what he sees.
Okay, make an investigation check with disadvantage.
Let's fix it and just fly around the island.
Let's set camp exactly. Let's set camp here and fix this up.
See if we can fix it or salvage it or see what we can get out of it.
I start building a really solid log cabin out of like some thin trees. Do like a Lincoln log style like build.
Okay.
Yeah.
So hold on. So with a 9, Favor flies around the inside of this dirigible and finds nothing. So I'm sorry, you want to start building a log cabin?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I'll start destroying the trees.
I'm gonna start kind of going over the ship, seeing if there's any like electronics, anything that's like, not.
No, and actually, it looks like it's been here for some time. And as you get near it, as soon as you get near it, it starts to kind of like crumble and deteriorate.
Oh,
son of a gun.
How would you put that in this?
this is the nature of Hexcrawl. Almost everything we come across is going to be completely worthless.
Yeah. All right. Well, there's nothing cool then.
Next one.
Yeah.
All right. Well,
Torment, finding that it's useless, starts shooting fireballs at it to burn.
And it goes right up like a box of matches. It just.
And as it continues to deteriorate into ash, Torment continues to fire firebolt after firebolt into it out of rage and dismay.
All I can think about is like, you know how like some shows have like the episode where, like as like their subtitle, like their what do you call it, bylines or whatever. I feel like this one's just like the episode where Torment burns things.
Yeah. Yeah.
Honestly, you guys lit a fire and the orphanage
triggered.
The orphanage triggered him. It's his backstory. Like it's
All right,
fucked
next
up.
where?
He is literally releasing rage at this point.
Let's go to 1.
I'm with it. Let's go.
Let's do it.
Well, I mean, is anybody going to try to stop Torment from literally just casting Firebolt over and over and over again?
Random things? No.
I don't think there's anyone in our party that's going to be your counselor, Troy, bro. So you go to fucking time.
Yeah.
All right. So we're clear. Rage is building.
Rage is building.
Everyone's got their own
Hopefully
shit.
it like builds to a point when we meet the T-Rex.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Wait, so where are you going?
1.
1.
We're going directly to the Tiger King's den.
Okay, well, 1 is not the way to go, but
Definitely not the
What do
way
you
to
mean?
go for the Fire King. You guys understand where we're headed, right?
I thought the Tiger King was like all the way up to the like up north, like
I wish
northeast.
my divination spirit was better.
Is that not where the Tiger King was? Northeast?
okay.
Don't we have to follow
He was
them?
under the water.
Here we go. So now you let's see, you continue traveling. Let's see, you're exploring normally through a region of jungle terrain. The weather is normal, and it takes you another 6 hours to get through this portion of terrain. Let's see. With a DC 16 survival check, you can remain on course. As you're exploring, oh, that's weird. Another abandoned orphanage.
Nice.
No, I'm just kidding. You do not find an abandoned orphanage.
I was about to say, you really want me to roleplay that, bro? You really
But
want
you know
me
what?
to
You do
roleplay
find-
another orphanage?
So you do find a patrol of a battalion of 5 tiger soldiers kind of like huddled up along the bank of this river. And they do not see you. They're kind of across the river from you. And you can see they're huddled up and sort of like bandaging themselves, and they're like severely wounded.
Oh,
What
wow.
are they?
Okay.
What did you say they were?
Tiger.
Tiger folk soldiers.
Ezekiel.
Yes.
Without a moment hesitation, I cast Fireball.
Okay. Roll damage. Roll 86.
Yeah, it's easier if I just do 86, right? Yeah, instead of going to my character sheet. Thank you.
Nope. That was not for you.
Oh, that is yeah, those are that is not what we were looking at.
I kind of just, take a little step back and I go, all right, man, shit. Looks like I got some shit you're working through. So, just
Yeah.
do your thing.
Another 29.
Okay, that was 88, but that's fine.
Oh, did I do 8? I'm sorry.
Yeah, but
I'll
that's
roll.
okay. So you know what? So looking across the board, right? DC 16. So okay. So you fire a ball of fire across the 5 tiger folk soldiers. It's 29 again. Perfect.
Still 29 again. All right, we're good.
Okay, 4 of them, unable to get out of the way of the fire, are immediately consumed by it. One of them very smartly flops himself or herself into the river, the stream that kind of running between you. So you're on one side, one bank of this river, and on the other side, you've just incinerated 4 tiger folk soldiers, and they're dressed in like the leather armor of the tiger folk guards that you remember from the last time you were at the Tiger King's palace. And the other one just kind of jumps into the water and like submerges himself in the water.
I immediately noticed him doing that, and I charge and swim into the water to beat him to
You
death.
can't. I'm gonna roll initiative, Rob. I'm fucking stopping you.
Okay, so hold on. Nobody needs to roll initiative. Rob, make a perception check.
Chocolate comes out of the
And
woods.
remember, it has to be with disadvantage because you have 1 level of exhaustion. Okay, so you roll a 2, which is a 4. So with a 4, the tiger folk that dove into the water stealths itself and disappears from your view, and you're unable to find it.
I thrash about in the water trying to find him, casting fireball.
And you do nothing. You do nothing.
Make a swim
except
check.
look foolish.
Make a swim check.
Hey, Dismas, make a perception check.
Dude, so we're not even close to the water. We saw these guys in the water. How is he even in the water? As soon as he casts fireball, I've tackled him. I've pinned him down. I'm like, Ezekiel, go talk to this guy. We need meat shields for the temple.
Yeah. Yeah.
Well,
It's
you know
so
what?
I can't.
So
You
just
know what?
because Rob talks louder doesn't mean he goes first all the time.
Right.
That's absolutely 100% correct.
Okay, so
Poor
I
man is
kind of like
just enraged.
I kind of like walk over to the like river and I just kind of looking at it. I'm just looking at it and I kind of look back at Dismiss and I kind of look over at Torment and I go, all right, man, I think we gotta talk about some things. We can't go around, just fireballing people like that.
It's a waste.
Yeah, I mean, you're just wasting spell slots and stuff, and
Not even
not for
that.
nothing.
They would have been great meat shields for the temple. We
Yeah,
have,
we need to,
we have
like-
to take on an army.
we gotta.
Somebody talking to me.
Yeah. All right. Well, well,
Are you Ezekiel? Are you talking to me?
I'm kind of generalizing, talking to you. Yeah. I'm trying to be, not an asshole about it, but is what I'm trying to just, because we're a team and we're a group and we all got to work together, but it's kind
I
of hard to work
attack
together.
Ezekiel with my quarterstaff.
Let's fucking go, boy. I was waiting for
You
this.
absolutely do not attack Ezekiel.
Let's go.
I mean,
would.
if he does do anything aggressive, I attack of opportunity, Torment. With my
I would
fucking
like-
sword.
Or you could
That's
just
up against his
restrain
hand.
I
me,
would-
you dick.
I would like to
Like,
cast. I'm
somebody
gonna
needs
cast
to understand. I'm
polymorph.
losing
Man, I love
my
your
fucking
face
job,
right
and
now.
If everyone wants to fucking kill me, kill me. God damn it. Like, I'm not in a good place, bro.
I will fucking bleed you. I'm not gonna kill you, but I will fucking bleed you.
Gorgo stands in the middle of everyone.
This is another good.
Okay, and then Gorgo, what do you say?
Puts his hands between both of them, and he says, "Gorgo, smash."
And then he knocks us together. Sweet.
I would
That
like to
actually
cast.
calms Torment down a lot. And I embrace Gorgo, and I go, and
Yeah.
and with tears on my cheeks, smash, Gorgo, smash.
I
Okay, so
turn.
it's about
Gorgo's
6
coming up.
p.m. It's about 6 p.m. and it's starting to get a little bit dim. You guys successfully ford across this river without incident. Where are you guys headed next?
Following the tracks of the tiger folk.
Okay, make a DC 16 survival check and make it with advantage since you should be able to smell them. Okay, great. A 19 gives you a 24. So with a 24, you head in the direction of number 1. And let's Gizzo. Jungle. Two spaces.
Oh, no.
And
Was
explore.
the boat magically sitting on the coast?
Whoa! Lots of dice. Lots of
Nice.
diz ice.
Lots of time.
Come on,
Okay.
T-Rex.
It's weird. It keeps taking exactly 6 hours of travel, which makes me think the dice for the travel time is not working. But yeah, so you begin traveling. The party is exploring normally through jungle terrain, and it takes about 6 hours. About 3 hours into your travel, you meet the road, which travels from east to west, and Dismas from tracking those tiger folk. You know that going westward on this road is going to take you back to the Temple of the Tiger King.
Okay.
Okay.
I indicate west just with a nod of my head.
Okay. You see off to the side of the road, there is another group of panthers, about 11 of them, huddled over a fresh kill. They ignore you as you keep walking by.
Okay.
Keep a keen eye on Torment as I walk. Keep going.
I say, Torment, if you've got more rage, here's your chance. But leave any tiger folk we pass on the way for us to negotiate with.
Okay. It's getting to be close to midnight.
And
It's getting-
Torment gleans at Dismas, ready to punch him in the face, but listens to what he says, then follows his lead.
Bro, I took fucking Mage Slayer, so you better watch your ass.
I understand. That has nothing to do with this, by the way.
And not
I'm
for
just
nothing.
understanding that I'm out of control and using my intelligence to realize that I am on the edge.
You get one more shot
above
and
your
then-
heads. You hear like a loud screech,
Oh,
and
no.
you see a bird traveling from west to east, carrying something strange in its feet as it moves.
Shoot
I
it,
use-
shoot it, shoot it.
I direct favor to
Well,
try.
hold on. Hey, wait, hold on. So you made the last like exploration action. Like somebody else, very quickly, tell me what you do.
Gorgo, what are you doing?
Rock.
Ooh, he's a bird. That's right.
What's
Gorgo, throw a boulder at it.
Gorgo throws a rock.
Okay,
Big one,
great.
a big rock.
Roll roll a d20 and add your dexterity modifier.
Roll a d20 and roll my dex modifier.
Mm-hmm. Okay. So, and what's your dex modifier?
+3. It's not going to be much.
So 14. So 11 plus 3 is 14. So 14, you throw a rock, and as it sort of like it just barely grazes by this bird, and it kind of just misses. You hear the rock kind of like through the trees, and the bird just continues going as night really settles in, and it's nearly midnight at this point. As you,
Am I not allowed to take an action here?
I mean, you certainly
What are
can
you
take
gonna
action.
All right, I throw my idol to create a great owl to track it and kill it.
Did you roll your 2 dice for the day yet?
Nice.
Yes, it's a 6 and a 4. I wish I could have given you better.
Okay, yeah. So you grip you grip the jade idol in your hand, and it does exactly that. It turns into a giant owl, and you mutter something in a language that the other folks can't really understand. And the owl takes off after the bird. Go ahead and make a wisdom. Make an animal handling check.
Can I help?
Yeah, make it with advantage.
Nice. Good use of the idol.
Animal handling.
Fucking owl against a bird. Let's go.
Animal handling is what? Survival?
No, animal handling is its own check.
It's a skill.
Top second one.
Oh, I see it. There. Thank you.
Well, wait, is it a magical item?
I mean, if
Yes,
a
it's-
wooden idol turned into an owl,
Yeah, you know what?
no.
Make an Arcana check with advantage.
I don't think the owl was like trapped in it. I think it was just magic.
Okay, so you roll an 8. That's a 16. So with a 16, the owl flies off, and you're standing in sort of the cold, pitch dark. You can hear the insects kind of chirping in the forest, and maybe you smell. If you really try hard against the air, you can smell like a very, very distant campfire or maybe a brush fire. About 5 or 10 minutes pass, and the owl does not return.
Does it return to the idol at all, or no?
It's not back. But you guys, it's probably about 10 p.m. right now, and your travel, you'll hit the edge of this hex along the road around midnight if you guys want to just keep walking.
Yeah, let's keep going.
Good.
Yeah.
You travel another 5 or 10 minutes, and then suddenly you hear a rustling in the trees over your head, and then kind of this like, and then all of a sudden, like, the owl returns to you, and he is holding in its feet a large brown sack, and he drops it at your feet, Torment, and then kind of magically dissolves and goes back into the idol.
I use detect magic on the sack before I open it.
Okay, mark a spell slot and make an Arcana check. Okay, with a 16 Arcana, you do detect some magic within the bag.
All right, so I carefully open the bag to find what's inside.
So inside you find 2 copper weed, which are not very magical, but you do find some rare monster parts, 3 of them. They look to be maybe basilisk eyes or maybe some other magical creature's eyes. 3 kind of eyeballs in this bag.
Excellent.
Nice.
Okay, and then as you continue moving westward, it really kind of the night settles in. It's nearly midnight.
I think we should take a short rest.
I use tiny hut to give us a space that's safe so that we can rest for the night.
Excellent. You do that. Everybody pile into the hut, and you can all take a long rest.
Dan, what was the thing we got earlier that we found? It was
Like
the herb
commoner's
that
cloves.
commoner. No. The
How
herb
many-
that
Oh, spark moss.
Yeah.
sparked me.
I was off.
Trying to keep it log.
Spark moss.
All right. So long rest. All right. Do we got to take a break right now?
Yeah, let's take a break. Let's let the dogs out. Who let the dogs out? And when we come back, it'll be first thing in the morning, and the group can start to the group can continue along the road.
I've now heard who let the dogs out 3 days in a row.
Perfect.
The life you lead, Jordan.
I wasn't even playing it. I didn't bring it up, just playing around me. I just noticed that it happened.
Okay, see you guys in bed.
All right, bye.
He didn't think that replacing this was going to change anything. You have to replace the whole. I just wanna. I just really want to water the plants because it's been so hot.
They're cutting down massive trees today. Like,
Oh yeah. Oh, I saw that the
I don't know where.
Uh-huh.
Because they're just doing asphalt work across the way in Dottie Harbor. I think they were knocking down trees like on that road maybe. But I didn't like go that way to see.
Yeah.
But like they were making like thunderous like ground machine.
No.
Huge trees.
Yeah, I saw some like caution signs up ahead and up on the road.
But yeah, that's from. I think there was two different things happening there. There's the asphalt thing in Dottie Harbor.
Do you think if I turn on the hose, I'll be able to turn it off again? Question. It's supposed to be like 3 days away today, but I don't know. I'm supposed to bring my mom and Richie and my mom.
Dude, I love the PS5. It's fucking amazing.
Nice.
Dude, the controller's tits.
Yeah. I thought about
Just-
getting one, but I haven't. I don't. I'm just like not on my PlayStation enough to warrant it.
Yeah. I just like the new controllers are not only a speaker, like a full speaker, but they're also a mic. So if you don't have a headset for some reason,
Mhm.
you can still chat with people.
That's cool.
Yeah, the only downside now is because it has a mic on it. You gotta, make sure you turn it off if you don't want
Nice.
whoever, playing a game. And the vibrations are weird because they can sense you too. So like in like a intense part of a game, like the harder you squeeze and shit, it changes its intensity to mess with you.
That's fun.
It's a little weird.
Huh. Hi, buddy.
So what's the other dog's name?
The other dog is Sienna. She's just a. Ziggy's still the annoying one. He just like is needy and bad on walks. Sienna's just a fat little potato.
Are you guys hyped for the summer boss show in Tokyo right now, the sumo tournament?
Let's do. I didn't even understand what you said.
There's a sumo tournament on midnight tonight.
Ooh.
I mean, that kind of sounds fun.
It is dope. I'll send you the link on YouTube. Look up live. Because I'm up late as fuck every night, and I get to watch sports live. It's fucking fun. You ever watch Bangladesh League fucking cricket? It's the best. Yeah, that comes
Yeah, American sports have way too many fucking commercials.
This one has no commercials. It's just flat line and that. And it's like, I'm saying to myself, I want to move to Japan and raise a little fat kid from Alabama to be a sumoist. That's all I want. That's all I want is a little fat kid, make him full, like he's got to be like, I want him to be like a 6'5", 6'7" kind of kid. You know, he's gonna have big pants. And he'll just dominate. He'll be the Yakuza in no time. All right, here is a question last time we read last night. Do you think you can last 10 seconds in the sumo ring? And that means not getting out of the circle or touching the ground. Or ride a bull for 8 seconds.
Neither. Could I choose C?
Which one do you think you'd have a better chance at doing?
Bull. Dude, they weigh like 500 fucking pounds.
The bull or the sumo wrestler?
The sumo wrestler.
Well, how big is the circle? Can I dodge him?
The bull's a ton.
Yeah, dude, have you ever watched sumo girl? They're
No.
fast. They're very fast.
Yeah, I figured they'd be fast. Like, I figured I wouldn't have a great shot, but...
They give you a chop in the neck like this, and you'll just be like, oh, no, don't even touch me.
Yeah.
Well, they have padding. We don't.
It's not padding. It's not cushioning. That's all muscle.
I know what I'm saying. Even so, they still have padding. We don't. Comparatively, we're very frail.
The diaper itself would fucking hurt me. I watched this one guy last night. He used a front wedgie on him. We called it a Fredgie. I called it a Fredgie Mercury. And he lifted the guy straight up by his thing, and the guy went right up off his feet, laid right on his ass and his back. It was hilarious. I should be doing live play-by-play of a sumo wrestling in England. That would be amazing television. I'm just going to do that.
There you go.
It has to exist, right? If it's on the internet, you can make it.
I was just crushing these guys last night, making names up for them. I'm like, it was Jim.
So it was meant to be a joke, totally, in Dodgeball, OSQ, Obscure Sports Quarterly.
Hmm?
But that's the kind of sports I want to watch.
The Ocho.
Yes! ESPN 8, the Ocho.
They have that on one day a year, and it's literally the best day of sports a year.
Yeah, dude. Like, I want to see people get drunk and see how many trash cans they can, like, that's the kind of shit I want to see.
I want to watch marbles racing.
Mm-hmm.
They have that.
Shit. I know. I
All
watch
right, and we're back.
You know, I find it really satisfying. It's kind of weird. I love watching these videos of hull cleaning. Like, these guys have these, like, scrapers and shit, and, like, cutting the hulls, and it's, like, I don't know, it's oddly satisfying watching, like,
Wait,
them,
you say toes?
yeah, like, watching them, like, literally, like, clean
I've
and
done that a
shit.
couple times. I used to have horses.
Yeah, like, they have that scraper.
It's, I mean, to tell you, it's a very fun texture to clip.
I would never want to do it. It just looks satisfying. Sometimes it's weird. I know, but whatever. I like both clean videos.
You also like nipple tapping videos?
Oh yeah, of course.
Ugh.
I feel like that, like,
Yeah, it's right up there.
that tracks together.
Yeah, love a good film.
Too bad I don't like those. Cassandra does.
Listen, it's
Oh, get really juicy.
Yeah, well, those are botflies.
Oh! Those give me the skeevies. I can't
Me
handle
too.
that.
Yeah.
Me too.
I don't get how that happens.
Yeah, I have no idea how it gets that big, and then you're like, oh shit.
Okay, I'm gonna throw up.
Ears are bad.
I'm gonna throw up. Okay. How are we doing? Waiting for Rob. Okay. Well, hey, while we're waiting for Rob, I think what we should be doing is, as we're exploring, each time we explore, we should choose who's going to lead the exploration, and then that person will kind of have like de facto initiative as we are exploring.
Okay.
Yeah,
I
or
think we
just
can
speak up
all-
a reasonable amount of time.
I think we can all agree that that
What's
person. I think that person is not going to be Rob. So, I would say probably. Yeah, I'm gonna say if I say dismiss because he's.
Or Cassie.
I mean,
Yeah,
whoever.
I was gonna say it is not in Cassian's personality type.
Okay.
Ever,
I mean,
ever initiator of searching.
I mean,
Right.
I have like a pretty decent, like my survival is a +5, my stealth's a +5. I mean,
Yeah,
and it's not, I think yours is better though.
mine is about the same. I have more stealth, but same survival. But like, I mean, I'm not going to do anything exciting if I'm scouting. I let Dan tell us all the things. Maybe I
Yeah.
report back to you guys with hand gestures and whatever, and
I have a
then
+2 survival.
yeah, and then we
Okay.
discuss.
Right, but we lost Rob.
I like to talk to the peoples. I'm not the
I
guy.
know the secrets.
Yeah, I mean, we don't always have to talk to the people, but in this particular case, I would like. I mean, it seems useful to have some tiger people to
Sure.
walk. Like, I don't know.
So wait, hold on, real quick though.
You should
Just-
talk to
just-
me more. You should,
just
you should
the-
try to relate to me more, Ben.
So the
Because
who was?
I'm,
I
I'm
thought
losing
that,
my shit with this orphanage crap.
Oh,
I
so
thought-
Rob is here.
All right,
I
I'll be right back.
thought I thought the Tiger King was like in the jail in
So-
Bjornheim.
Okay, so
Yeah, so the Tiger King. Oh, go ahead, Dismas. Sorry.
So, we need the third keystone. It's at the temple of the Tiger
Mhm.
King. He said we could take it. All we have to do is fight our way through an army first.
Right.
He
Okay.
earned it because we killed Coral Basilisk for all he knows.
It
All right.
is-
Well, don't guys.
it is
Don't worry.
ours by right.
I think I've hung out with this man and I've learned enough about his sexuality and his mannerisms and his personality that I could probably polymorph myself
Ooh.
and I could take on his persona. And I think I could.
Okay, they will require. I'm telling you right now, you can start practicing. It's going to require a voice.
That's fine.
Ah.
That's fine. Does it have to be the same voice that you did, or is it just?
Well, let me ask you a question. If you did a different voice, do you think people would believe you were him?
I mean, that's a very good. I gotta look back to the video.
Right, but hey, Torment, you're here, right?
You have to think about your fans.
Yeah.
Rob,
He said something. I heard it.
Yeah. You said something, Dan. I
Said
heard
kiss
Dan.
my ass, Dan.
I heard Dan.
I hope he didn't say kiss my ass now. All right, so anyway,
I'm sorry. Like I'm literally used this time to do some laundry, and I'm actually pulling it out of the dryer. And I got 2 more articles I gotta get done. So give me a second. I'm sorry.
Okay, well, we're gonna go. Just shout out your answer.
Go ahead. I can
Do
hear
that
you.
anyway. So, okay, so the weather is normal. You guys have found some road, which is really good. You're exploring along the road through a patch of jungle terrain. The weather is pretty normal. As you're walking, you notice in the brush, kind of off of the road, you see tigers, not tiger folk, but like actual jungle cats. The first pack you see is a pack of 5 tigers, and they're sort of standing around, like sniffing around what used to be recently a campfire. They don't really seem to pay you much attention.
From where we're at, can we see anything else about the fire? Like, is there any articles of,
You know what?
remnants of
Yeah.
people being there?
Yeah, so so you can't really see much. You see sitting, I don't make a Cassian, since you're asking, make a perception check.
Perception. That's my song for perception checks, by the way.
Mhm.
Man, you should have stayed at bar. Okay, so with an 11, you can see maybe like a log that was once a seat around this campfire. Maybe has a golden box sitting on it, but from your vantage point, it's tough to tell exactly what it is. It doesn't look that extravagant, but it's probably worth a couple of gold pieces.
Is there any tracks, footprints that are leading in any other direction? If I kind of did like a larger circle, like
Yeah, make a survival check, and Dismas could probably help you with that. So make it with advantage.
That's my port time. 17
17.
and 9.
Oh, those are your portent dice. Okay. Yeah, Ezekiel, make a survival check with advantage.
Okay.
And I mean, Dan, as a side note, presumably if an army walked down this road, I would have taken note of that as well.
Yeah, so
Suck anyway.
for sure. So with a 12 as a survival check, you don't really find any tracks or anything. Dismas, you examine the roadway and you can very quickly tell that no army came down this road at all. So if there was an army that headed toward the Temple of the Tiger King, it must have come either from the south or maybe not along the road.
Okay.
The fire could have been from the tiger warriors that were vanquished earlier.
Could very well be.
Could have been. I was saying that to the group, not to you, but yeah.
Sorry.
No, you're good.
Not to you.
Not to you, TM.
Okay, as you continue down the trail, the jungle here is packed with actual tiger animals. There's another pack of tigers, also 5. These ones are making aggressive eye contact with you, but they still don't move toward you. I think there is a little bit of like.
Are they turned on by my cheetah appearance?
What does Favor see?
Slightly aroused, maybe.
So Favor can see. I don't know. Rob, make a perception check.
Gorgo intimidates him too.
And then Gorgo, make an intimidation check.
And we need to hear your best tiger growl or roar.
No, and what do you do to intimidate?
Yeah,
you just stare at them.
You should be.
Grimace is back and drools a little bit.
Okay, make an intimidation check.
You gotta make the noise of the tiger's most feared enemy.
The T-Rex?
The mouse?
The elephant.
What was I rolling?
Intimidation.
Either the elephant or the hippo.
Dude, hippos are terrifying.
The most dangerous animal.
They're most dangerous.
No.
All right, so with a 6.
Before you say anything, I'm gonna use my luck. I'm gonna use my luck.
Nice.
There you go.
All right, I'm gonna use one of my Lucky Johns.
Such a good feat. It really is such a good feat.
All right, let's try that again. Intimidation.
Hey, Dan. Ultimately, can I switch my feat? I found a better feat that I like that makes more sense for something I want to do.
Sure, you can do whatever you want, dude.
Gorgo's
So a 14, that gives you a 16 on intimidation. So you growl at these tigers, and they kind of like look at you. They hesitate for a second, and they sort of run off into the forest.
Good job.
Rob, Torment, or Favor didn't see much, but Gorgo, you walk over and you find a non-magical pike, like a long spear weapon that you instantly recognize as the type of weapons that the Tiger King did arm his guards with, just kind of like laying on the ground, but there's no sign of any tiger folk.
Gorgo like takes 2 nibbles of it and goes, yep. And he's like, he notices that's Tiger Folk staff, and he gives it to Dismas.
Yeah, and Dismas, you, with your knowledge of weaponry, you can see that this pike is not really in the kind of shape that it would even do much in a battle.
I put it in my pack to whittle later.
Okay, great. All right. You guys continue down the road for another 2 hours. It's about 9 a.m. and you reach the edge of this hex. Okay, who will be leading the exploration into... Oh, wait, I'm sorry. You did find one other thing. In a clearing, you find a pile of what appears to be the remnants of heavy broken chains. The chains have been shattered to pieces and are completely unusable. Whatever creature was once restrained by these chains is long gone.
Oh my. How big are the trains?
Like heavy chains.
Any footprints on the ground?
No.
I
Long gone.
examined the chains and using my divination. I tried to ascertain what was held and where it might have gone.
Make an Arcana check. Okay, well, with a 23 Arcana check, you touch the chains.
Ooh.
You have like a flash in your mind of like what these chains might have been used to hold. And it's a frightening, otherworldly creature like nothing you've ever seen before. That broke free from these chains and flew north.
So I have a celestial aspect to my character. Does that give me any more insight to it?
No, otherworldly is the best you're going to get. It's some kind of fiend or
Any tell us more
winged
about Dr. Antelope's creations?
winged creature. It very well could have been, but
All right,
you know,
guys. I've
you
been
really don't
saving-
have like.
So
you really don't
I
have
turn to
this-
the group and I alert them to the fact that whatever was held here was something of great importance
I know.
and of great power.
So we don't know what animal it is, though.
No, you
Well-
couldn't really get that from this.
I
but
mean-
it's something that flew off.
Next
When
to
I get to
nothing.
it, when I adjust my spells, I'll be able to figure this out better.
Let's
But
go
I
you know what, Rob? What you do find as you're,
I could
as
speak
you're
with
meddling
plants.
with these
I'm
chains,
trying to. I can figure this out right now. But it's like, do I want to waste it on my speak with the plants? Figuring out because the plants will tell me what it is.
yeah, I mean, you can do
Oh,
whatever you want.
plants.
The last speak with plants scene was fantastic.
The
Yeah, you
plants,
know
the
what?
plants
Let's-
knew what
It
was
It
held- what
was.
held
Can we
here.
make
Let's-
Dan speak as if he was a?
That's hilarious.
Divine.
Let's speak with some plants.
Is the growth old here?
Let's speak with
Let's
some.
check to see if there's any plants. Let's check to see what plants are there first. and we can make
That's
our
right.
plan.
So it's a jungle. So there's a lot of ferns on the ground. There's some like tall, viney trees.
Pick something old growth.
Old,
Yeah,
yeah,
yeah.
you want the old
Yeah,
tree.
like an ent. So I'm looking for like an old, really.
You know what?
old,
You
tree.
find
like
you
tree.
find
You don't want a fern.
No.
Fuck
Is it
ferns.
a
well, so some of these trees are 50 feet tall, so you have to assume that they're old.
Okay.
You're doing quick growers though.
Now.
Are they growers or showers?
So we got them tall trees. Okay. Yeah. So I kind of I want to look for the tree that has like the most like moss. You know, the one that like you can kind of see like the roots kind of starting to come up off the grass a little bit because it's
Okay,
been there.
you find the exact tree that you're looking for, about 10 or 15 yards from the road.
Perfect. I cast speak with plants. And I say, I feel like, you know, I kind
Best spell.
of on one of like the branches and I look at the tree and I say, you have strong roots, my friend here. It is good to see a tree of
Strong
your
roots.
stature, of your stronger roots.
And then you hear in a voice that can only be heard by Ezekiel. Ezekiel, you hear a voice go, "Huh?"
Too old.
And then the voice,
Be glad, child.
"Who's there?"
My name is Ezekiel. What is your name, sir?
Herbert.
Herbert. Herbert, my friend. You look like a knowledgeable tree, a tree with much wisdom.
Oh
and
yes, I'm very knowledgeable.
very
Yes.
knowledgeable. Me, my companions here, we've noticed that there's these very, very large chains that look like
Oh
they could
yes,
be-
the largest chains that you've ever seen.
Right. I mean, it doesn't look like, you know, it could have came from, no cow on the way to the pastrami section of the deli, you know. It had to be something, a little bit bigger here. Oy vey. So if you could, do you remember seeing anything? I mean, I feel so verklempt over here. I don't know what else to tell you.
Who are you?
Wow.
It's such a large tree over here, you know. I just want some information if you could help me.
I'm sorry, son. You're gonna have to start over. I don't understand. I'm an old tree. I've been here since many years. Have I been here as a tree? Very few people stop to talk to me, which is interesting. You would think more people would respect the older trees.
That's
and
stop
stop by and say hello, but they very rarely do. And I think they should.
You know what it is? This fern there, they kind of deter people from coming to talk to you.
No, I don't know. As a tree, you don't have a family. You put out seeds, and those seeds get carried by animals, and the animals they take the seeds, and then you might have a son or a daughter, but they don't call. They don't ever come and visit because they're also trees. So they're growing somewhere else. They have their own roots and their own kids.
Yes.
Other trees.
Welcome to Wizon Break. The next hour or so will be this conversation.
So Herbert, I kind of say, Herbert, I'm going to miss the early bird special. I don't want to miss the early bird special here. So
birds where?
The early birds. You got to watch out. Usually they come about 4:30 in flocks.
Oh, I haven't seen any birds.
Okay.
Is that what you wanted to ask? You want to ask if I saw birds? I didn't see
No. So there's these very large chains. It looks like there's this dangerous animal, and I don't want anything to happen to you or your fellow tree friends. Do you know what kind of like super scary looking animal that was like chained right by here not too long ago, or maybe a long time ago? I don't know. You tell me.
A scary looking animal.
Or just a large looking.
I don't even know. I never seen a scary looking animal.
Do you know what animal was in these chains, though? Or, like, could you describe it?
No, I have no idea.
Did it look like a bird?
No.
Did it look like a dinosaur?
No.
All right, Herbert.
Do you know what an animal is?
Well, animals are like trees, except they move around. Did I ever tell you about how my seeds have been picked up by animals?
Yeah. So let me ask you a question. Was any of your seeds picked up by this animal that was in the chains?
I have no idea. Who are you again?
Herbert. I'm Jesus, Herbert. I've come
Story
to
of the tree.
Your time has come. All right. Well, Herbert, this is a great combo.
This is all you wanted to? Did you just want to ask you about the chains?
I don't know
nothing about the chains.
All right, fine. Do you know anything about like an army coming through? Have you seen any soldiers? Have you seen any tiger-looking folk? These like striped-looking tigers.
Folk. Yes. They came through here about I don't know. Last couple of weeks, I've seen a lot of them running through here, injured and such.
Do you know what direction they came from?
Yeah, that way.
That way. Perfect. And I guess my last question would be to you, Herbert. Do you have adequate Medicare coverage? No.
We've been trying to reach you a bunch of cars instead of one.
Torment goes over to Ezekiel. And
let me ask you a question. Hey, let me ask you a question. How often do you visit your parents?
Oh, Herbert. That's for another time.
I bet they miss you. I bet your parents miss you.
Herbert, look out! There's birds coming.
Wild birds, where?
And I walk away. That's it.
I cozy up to Ezekiel and I go, there's more to be learned from him.
Yes.
Ask him better questions. Be aware.
Herbert was old.
That trees often talk to one another.
Ask him about
See what he knows of what's going on beyond himself.
I mean, I'm not gonna lie. That tree was probably not too old to help, but
yes, you picked an old tree and you kind of got confused by a demented tree. I get that.
I'm gonna talk
to mean he doesn't know things.
No, he doesn't know anything. He doesn't what?
Ask him about his past.
I've cast comprehend languages. I understand what was being said, and I am using now Ezekiel.
No. You cannot actually do that.
I just feel like we're to ask this tree like what happened. We already know what happened to this place. Like I don't give a fuck about this tree's life.
Ask him about the world.
I don't care. We don't need to know about the world. We already know about the world. We need to get this fucking gemstone. We don't need to know anything else. What else do you need to know? What do you want to know? There was like people now.
I don't know. Maybe ask him, and we can maybe find something new. Jeez Louise, never mind.
I'm not asking that shit.
Torment turns around and wonders if he shouldn't set the tree ablaze.
You can do whatever you want. I mean, I walked away like 10 minutes ago from this tree.
I'm wondering whether I should set Ezekiel ablaze. I mean, Torment is wondering
Ooh,
if
that
he
was-
does
I'm just
Ezekiel
gonna throw this out to you. Your wisdom stat is a -1, and my polymorph is a 16 save to beat that. And I will turn you into a
Balls
fucking
right to the
frog.
shit.
You want to be a frog forever? I'll do it.
Do you want to be cinders and ash forever?
How? You'll be a frog. You can't cast
You'll
any
be a
magic.
fireball piece of shit.
Just keep that in
Keep it
mind,
up,
buddy.
Ezekiel.
And then
Keep it up.
and then suddenly
-1 for
Ezekiel-
wisdom.
Ezekiel, you
I also
feel-
love the fact that our evil group is infighting. It's perfect.
Okay, so yeah, you didn't get much out of Herbert the tree.
No, he sucked.
Unfortunately.
I like the lily pad better.
Sorry.
It's okay. I don't like old people anyway. I really hate old people. It's funny.
You did pick the oldest. You did pick the oldest tree, right?
You also do live in the
Did pick
state
the
with most
illest
old people.
So,
a sapling might have given you more
okay.
information.
So hey, who is going to lead the next exploration? You guys are traveling along the road. Who's going to lead the next part of your exploration?
I want Garth to do it.
All right.
Okay, so Dismas is leading the exploration. You move toward 5 down the road.
Proceed with
You're
caution.
exploring in a jungle. You are near a city, along a road. And are you exploring or are you moving kind of quickly?
No, we're proceeding with caution.
Okay, it's about 9 a.m.
Careful, we're approaching the Tiger Temple.
Okay. Let's see. You travel. So travel begins around 9 a.m. The weather is normal still. And it is, it takes you about 3 hours to go across this hex. As you're walking, you see 5 giant wasps sort of clinging to the outside of this kind of big wasp nest. They're kind of like perched on the outside of it, and it's hanging in a tree, but they're sleeping. You do see a single weapon, a dagger, that was likely thrown at the wasps and is sticking out of the tree near the wasps. Although a quick observation, Dismas, it doesn't look magical, special, or valuable to you. It just looks like a pretty standard dagger.
I'll just pry it out of the tree as we keep walking.
Well, no. So hold on. So it is like inches away from the wasps.
That nest.
That's fine.
I'll help.
Okay. Make an
Congo eats the
animal-
bees.
Well, so make a stealth check, actually, Dismas.
I'm helping. So I got to do it too?
Nope, you don't have to do it. Make a stealth check and a sleight of hand check. Okay, so 16 stealth. You're halfway there. And 14 sleight of hand. You make it exactly
Ooh.
30, which is what you needed.
But it looked way easier than that.
To sneakily take this dagger out of the tree. And then you hop down, you gracefully land on your feet, and you continue walking. You also spot in the bushes a medium-sized string instrument.
Oh, I want that. I turn to Dismas and I go, listen, with that instrument, I can recant tales of the Lord and Savior. I can sing to you through the heavens.
Oh, Jesus' tale must be told.
Yes.
Okay.
You must get that.
Ah, Christ.
All right.
Exactly.
So Ezekiel, you pick it up?
What is it? Well, first I look at it. Is it a lute? Is it a guitar? What kind of stringed instrument?
Yeah, it's like a lute.
It's a lute. Okay. Do I pick it up?
Yeah, just pick it up.
Yeah. You know what? I look at it and I feel like in my heart's heart that whatever happens is the way of the Lord, and I pick up the lute.
Don't
Faith, brother.
Okay.
And I kind of like hold it in my hands a little bit. It feels good, and I just do a quick little bring on the strings.
Oh, so you strum it?
I push him.
All right, good. So as soon as you strum it, the instrument turns to dust. The dust taking the shape of a demonic face before disappearing into the wind, leaving behind the contents. It looks like inside of this guitar was a large alchemist's bag, and when you look inside, you find 1 copper weed and 4 common rarity monster parts, like some teeth and maybe some tufts of fur.
I look at us over and I say, Gorgo, if you need a snack, and I throw the parts over to Gorgo.
Torment was our inventory taker of all the herbs. I don't think anyone else got that
Okay,
ratio.
well, somebody got to write that down.
Right.
Dismas, you also notice that this jungle is packed with balm bloom that you know to be a healing herb.
Okay. Yes.
You want somebody to take a swipe at it? Maybe Cassian, since she's
Yes.
got the
Can I say, Cassian? While we stealthily make our way towards this city, can you gather for us?
Gather, yeah. Mm-hmm.
Okay, make a DC 15 herbalism check. So it's going to be wisdom plus your proficiency bonus.
Is there any type of like bamboo looking plants around, or anything that's kind of like a stalk that's like hollowed out?
Ooh, little flute.
Make a pan flute.
Utility salts. Nice.
Not really. Oh, look, Rob's back.
Yeah, no.
Oh, so
my computer
wait, was that supposed to be with advantage?
It's like it wanted to do it like it wanted to do an update in the middle of all this. I don't know what happened.
Yeah, I think that's supposed to be with
and I
advantage.
tried to log back in. It's like, hey, do you want to update this? Jay, do you want to like what the fuck?
Ooh.
No, I just want to continue what I was doing.
Do you
Sorry.
want to roll it one more time?
Yeah.
All right, Rob, write down 4 small animal
First
parts.
one was a natural
or
1.
4 common monster parts and 1 copperweed. Rob.
All right, so you roll a natural 1.
So
and
we
a
have
natural
3
2.
copper
So-
wheat, 7 creature pieces. What was the other one?
Well, so we just
but
gained
so on.
4
Those are
common.
common rarity creature parts. The ones you found earlier were rare creature parts. Make sure you're keeping those separate.
Oh, those were rare. Okay.
Okay, and then also, and they were rare and magical. So make sure you're taking notes. And then Cassian with a natural 1 followed by a natural 2 on your advantage roll. You're not able to pick the bomb bloom pepper the
Just
side.
get it out of your system.
I'm glad I'm not the only one.
Okay,
It's too much
who's
pressure.
leading the next part of the exploration?
Whoa, hold on. I got
Definitely-
an extra copper weed. I got 4 common animal parts. And what was the other one?
And you had found earlier 3 rare magical
animal parts.
Right. And I got a spark moss. I thought there was another piece.
No, that's
No,
all for
that's
today.
it. Okay, so it's about noon.
Okay. All right. Then that's it. All right. Good.
Who will be leading the next part of the expedition?
Gorgo.
And score goes.
Oh gosh.
Okay, so here we
Let's
go.
go.
Traveling, let's see, jungle along the road, and we are almost one space from a city, but we're not there yet.
Yeah. I don't know why my shit
Okay,
decided
here
to
we
crap out all of a
go.
sudden.
We got lots of dice.
Although Discord did open, so maybe it's Discord's fault.
Okay, we got lots of dice happening. Here we go. First up, so you start traveling around noon. Takes you about 3 hours to cross this hex, and the weather is normal, which makes me think the weather dice are broken. That's okay.
No, we'll take normal. But honestly, Dan, remember there was a situation where we were in rain for like 10 rolls. So
It happens.
yeah, so we're good. Your dice are fine.
Okay, you do find a left behind campsite that has a huge, almost a swarm of giant wasps, and you can see into the campsite. Looks like maybe a sword or 2, and maybe some mundane adventuring gear, maybe a tent or something that might be salvageable. But otherwise, it looks like this is a long abandoned campsite. Looks like folks haven't come through here for about a month.
Why do we need a tent when we have a tiny hut?
Thank you, Ezekiel.
sorry
Torment
if you were-
is no
sorry if
longer
you-
mad at Ezekiel.
Sorry if you already said it again. How big are these bees? How big are these giant bees?
So giant wasps, they're about the size of a dog.
Oh shit.
How many are there?
What kind of dog though? Like German Shepherd or like
that's
pug?
Right.
Not a pug.
Like a terrier.
Medium-sized dog.
But they're not paying you much attention. I mean, you guys can engage with them if you want.
It's like a heavy cat.
I don't want to waste any of my spells or anything trying to fight.
No, I
wasps.
just was curious.
All right. And so then the next thing you come across is a small hut, bare, with the exception of a crude bed and an even cruder writing desk. A thin layer of mossy dust covers the entire interior, as though it hasn't been inhabited in some time. And this is like way off the road that you find this thing.
Does it smell musty inside?
Make a perception check.
Gorgo, damn it! You wandered us off the road again.
What do you say? Perception? Okay.
Gorgo
Ooh,
smells.
that's a good one. So with a 19, it actually just smells like pot. It smells like somebody's been like smoking weed. It smells like an opium den.
Ooh. Okay, so I kind of look at the group and I say, guys, there is drugs here. We need to find them immediately.
Okay, make an investigation check.
Oh
I was
man,
gonna say check the floor.
who wants
Make
to
sure
help
there's
me?
not like a trap,
I'll help.
or not trap, but like a trap door.
This hut looks like a good place to brew some potions.
Okay, with advantage is a 14 investigation. With a 14, you turn the place upside down, destroy the crude writing desk, tear a hole in the side of the hut. You're not able to find anything except a grappling hook.
Okay, that's cool. I kind of go.
Add a grappling hook to your inventory.
I throw this to Dismas and I say, I think you'll be able to use this the best out of anybody.
I can throw this 10 feet, but yeah, sure.
Oh wait,
Gorgo can throw it. You can
Grappling hook
just
10 feet.
yeah. I
don't-
feel
I don't
like
know.
you're the most like nimbly
Yeah, I'm
guy.
nimble.
You know,
I'm
like
nimble,
you.
but I'm also like the lowest strength on the team. But
Yeah, but don't you have like? Oh wow, athletics is strength, not dex. Yeah. Okay.
Okay, but hey,
I appreciate your confidence.
okay, so now it's about 3 or 4 o'clock in the afternoon. You guys can keep traveling.
Yeah.
Yeah. But this reminds me, let's brew some potions tonight before we go into the
Yes,
Okay, well, who's-
and Favor is still circling to protect us. Now that we have this book and plenty of the supplies, we should definitely start looking at how we can use them to create a better situation for us.
Okay. So here we go. So now you are pretty far into your adventuring day. So it is now like just after 6 or 7 o'clock. The sun is starting to set. And you get to the part of the trail where you know there's kind of this like hidden trail into the forest. You're sort of one space away from the Temple of the Tiger King as the sun starts to set. You do, however, encounter a group of 5 tiger folk guards from the city.
Ooh,
And
nice.
they're sort of.
I grab Ezekiel.
Hold on, who is leading this part of the exploration?
I think
It's still Gorgo.
Yeah, Store Gorgo.
So it's Goro. So Goro, you get the first reaction.
I use minor. Never mind.
All right.
You said they were hostile, Dan. I'm sorry.
No,
he
so-
didn't. He just said they
So I'll
approached.
tell you exactly what's happening. So there's a patrol of 5 soldiers, but it's not a real patrol. They're sort of like huddled around the campfire. You can see them nursing wounds. One of them has its arm in a sling. The other one, from where you can see, it looks like they may have had their arm cut clean off, and maybe they have like a tourniquet on one arm. They look like they're in pretty rough shape and not looking for trouble.
I look at Gorgo and I say, "What do you want me to do? We can talk or we can fight."
I cast minor illusion to.
Hold on.
Well, no, go ahead, Rob. You cast minor illusion to what?
To make myself appear as a tiger folk that is injured,
Okay.
and I proceed with Gorgo in this conversation.
So Gorgo grabs Ezekiel, and we start walking over. We sit next to them on the fire. Just sneak up and just sit down next to them. And you just start singing a song when we sit down there. Like they're gonna be like, "What in the fuck?"
Hell yeah!
And then you explain to them afterwards that that afterwards you'll just tell them they're like, "Oh, we're travelers and we're here to help you."
What hymn did I sing? Was it a good one? Was it?
No, we're about to do it now. I'm just telling you the play.
Oh,
Here's the
oh,
play.
okay. Oh,
Right.
okay. that's the play.
I would like it in harmony for
Yeah.
you two,
Oh,
please.
okay. Yeah,
If you may.
Okay,
Oh.
3, 2, 1, both of you at once. Go.
So hold on. So I sit down.
It's-
Oh no,
in
my performance
key.
was
Oh
terrible.
no! Oh, fuck!
Well, I mean,
Why would you
No,
not
Gorgo
let
was
me give
helping
you a
you.
portent?
yeah, but
Gorgo was
Gorgo's
helping you.
not proficient in performance. Gorgo, are you
Gorgo-
proficient in performance?
This
Of
is going
course
to
he
be
is.
like drunk people doing karaoke. It's going to be
No, I'm not.
fantastic.
Oh,
This is
fine.
not the
Well,
greatest
you know
best
what?
song in the world,
Hey, but
Justin.
hold on. As a College of Eloquence bard, can't you not roll less than a 10 on a performance roll?
Oh, that's right.
Yeah.
So you still get an 18.
Yeah.
Even though you got a natural 1, you still get an 18.
There's no
Okay,
bad
that's pretty
shows, just bad audience.
Yeah. It's all right. So I kind of like look at
You
Gorgo
guys
and
are
I say,
killing me.
Gorgo, just try to clap along to my beat. Just try to clap along to my beat, Gorgo. And I go like, oh happy day, oh happy day, when Jesus washed, when Jesus washed. And then like I put my hand on one of the hurt tiger folk, and I say, don't worry, child. The Lord is with me, and I can cure some of your wounds, and I cure the healing wounds on one of the tiger folk that's really hurt.
Oh, wow. Okay. And he feels the healing kind of like pulse through him. And he looks up at you and he says, thank you, traveler.
And I go, don't thank me, thank the Lord.
I stagger in next to him and say, the only reason I stand here before you is the mighty power of the Lord. And that is what has been given to me by the
preach,
sweet
brother.
man of
Southern
Ezekiel,
Baptist.
the chosen. Hallelujah. Praise the Lord.
And so the tiger folk, they kind of, you can tell this guy's like the captain of this patrol. He kind of looks at you and he says, were you there for it? Did you see it?
I look over at Torment and I go, did you see it?
Yeah, did you?
I didn't just see it. I barely survived it. Where were you when it happened?
I mean, make a deception check.
I help him because I'm extremely proficient in deception.
We
Yeah,
don't need to
make
even
deception
lie.
check.
These guys are on our side. Just fucking-
Yes. Yes, they are. Keep it up, Garth, and I'll fucking punch you in the face.
Okay, well, with a 20, hey, with a 20 deception check, he says, yeah, I was in the main hall when they came in. We lost somebody.
I gasped and I said, the main hall? What did you see? Tell me the truth.
I saw it all. The bodies. The blood.
What do they look like?
It was a-
Tiger bodies.
What did they do? I was on the outskirts of the village. I barely survived. How did you make it out of the main hall?
Unburden yourself, child.
Tell us the truth.
Let
We need to know. We need to know if we're ever going to find vengeance on these foes.
You know what? I'll have to live with that forever.
I know.
Not
But if you
knowing-
unload this burden upon us, we can share it with you. We can share in the victory of our vengeance, because I will not give up a single moment in my life if not for vengeance on these foes. Tell me, brother, what can you give me to help me strike down these violent foes?
What can I tell you? Well, is that what you think you're gonna do? You think you're gonna take this holy man, this gal, and whatever this thing is, and go back in there, and you think you're gonna what? Get vengeance?
I think I'm going to find my purpose in life. I think I'm going to find the thing I've been looking for forever in my existence.
You send me $25 right now.
Who? Is this beast Carabasculus that brought this evil upon us?
And I kind of look over at the guard and I say I was with the Tiger King, during his last moments that I saw him alive or dead. I don't really know what happened.
And he kind of like, his eyes kind of look up, and his eyes kind of widen, and he goes, "Zhao's alive."
Last time I saw Zhao, we were both imprisoned in Bjornheim, and those damn bears, those damn dirty bears.
I'd be
Goddamn
surprised if Zhao made it out, but I wouldn't be surprised if he comes back to bring back his swift vengeance.
Yeah.
Tell me, brother, what did you see? Who struck upon us this day? Was it that bitch Carol Basclis, that Sammy son of a bitch, Carol Basclis, that wife, that motherfucking father murdering motherfucker?
I just kind of like
Brother,
take it all in.
And he looks at you with
I'm
like
a
a,
sick
and he
son
looks
of a
he
bitch,
looks at
Big
everybody. He looks at you, and he looks at everybody sitting around the fire, and he leans in real close, and he goes, "It was the wolves."
That fucking wolves. And they led me to believe that Carol Basclis led this. The wolves, where are they from? Where do they go? And how do we strike down those beasts? I would like to wear one of their skins on my flesh.
You'll never be able to infiltrate they're holed up in the temple. They're upstairs, and they've
think you don't understand.
They've desecrated the great inner sanctum of our leader.
Let me ask you a question.
Well, apparently, brother, my brother Ezekiel has failed to tell you is that we have faith. We believe. Ezekiel, tell him how we believe, we know that, faith will be rewarded by us striking those demons in the darkness.
Definitely.
Murder.
Mm-hmm. So the
last thing. And what were you going to say, Miss?
I was going to say the last thing that Zhao said to me. He said, I will be back for that magical, beautiful keystone. And that was the last thing he said to me.
And his eyes narrow, and he says, "Keystone? I don't know what you mean."
I know. Not many people do. It was between me and him. We had a very intimate moment, a while back.
You, him, and God.
Okay. Well, here. I mean, you have my brother in arms here, who seems to be someone who can accompany you. He can certainly give you the layout of the temple, and
yes, thank you. That's what we need. We need some guides to see, people who've been.
Oh,
inside.
no. I meant the gentleman that's with you already.
Gorgo shakes him and breaks his concentration.
Well, so go ahead. You shake him. Do you do damage to him?
No. Actually, I don't care. Go ahead.
Okay, so
Gorgo grabs him and he falls flat to the floor and exasperation, as if his wounds are too much to deal with.
Okay, well,
he cries out, "Revenge!"
Okay, Rob.
They almost die.
Make a Constitution saving throw.
God damn it, Gorgo.
Come on. Come on, break his concentration.
Why?
Make a Constitution saving throw.
You know what? Fuck you, Gorgo. 17.
Oh shit! All right, so he saves the check, and he gets up off the floor, and he dusts himself off, and the tiger looks up at you, Torment. He says, "You know all the quick ways in and quick ways out, right? You don't need anything from me."
And I kind of look at Torment. I kind of look at him, and I said, "You know what? He's so enraged by blinded by."
I don't even give
think of that.
Ezekiel a breath. I grab a hold of him and I say, "I know many things, but I fall to the ground and start convulsing."
Oh no! I say, "Oh no! He's having some type of episode. Somebody help, please! Come quick!"
Gorgo goes and shakes him again.
Okay, well, and while you have everyone distracted, the tiger leans over to you, Ezekiel, and he says,
opportunity for you guys.
And he leans over to you and he says, "Hey, so what are you doing later?"
And I kind of go. I say, I don't know. Does it get kind of cold around these parts?
You camp with us. And
All right, meta moment. You guys understand I'm the only tiger folk. You're a cat folk, and Gorgo is Gorgo. I am the only one that's one of them. Guys.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But I just like I'm
No, I
sexy,
understand.
and I save them.
But also
I'm hot.
Ezekiel is a sexy cat lady.
Right.
Yeah. That have like
Um,
healing
Yeah.
powers.
I know.
You know?
Tigers
I'm
can fuck
well
cats.
aware of
Says, look,
her ability to persuade. I don't think anybody's understanding what I'm trying to do.
No, I get it.
Listen, I'm about to, and I kind of go over to this guy and I say, listen, about my friend, you know, he just, he was, you know, the battle was so much for him that he doesn't remember much on, you know, I was wondering if maybe.
Okay, make a deception check.
Okay, cool.
With advantage. I've definitely sold it.
Make a
It doesn't, I don't think I
deception
do.
check to undo the deception.
No, it's to further the deception. God damn it.
So that's a 21.
Yeah.
So with
Oh.
a 21, he leans over to you and he says, "Look, if you think me or any of my men are going back to that temple, you
What
don't have
about, what if you could draw us a map?
Use that poon, Ezekiel.
And I kind of like put my hand on his thigh and I say, you know, either just a map or maybe, you know, you seem pretty strong and, you know, I'm not saying you have to go inside the temple. I'm just trying to work
here's
around and I
what-
kind of go like this and I go, we're trying to work around the outside a little bit. You know, we're just knocking on the door. Just knocking on the door a little bit. Just saying, hey, I'm right here.
Torment.
I'm right here.
Torment
Just hanging out.
gathers his strength a bit, spitting blood from his mouth and goes, cowards.
Gorgo's sitting over here laughing, going,
We need to defend ourselves. We need to. And then I fall down to the ground and feign passing out.
All right." And he goes,
I try to persuade him to go along with what I want him to do.
"Mhm."
And I roll 26.
So here's what I can tell you. I can't give you a map of the palace because it's too goddamn confusing.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. But I'll tell you what you're up against. Okay.
Okay.
The temple is a 4-story temple. And there's an elevator on the first floor.
Nice.
It goes down to the basement, but it requires a special key. And it also goes up to the second floor. On the second floor, the stairs are on the outside. So you need to get outside, go around the back of the temple, and go up the stairs. On the third floor, you're going to find another elevator, and that'll take you to the fourth floor. And on the fourth floor, that's where you'll find that bastard.
Aha, that bastard. What's his name?
Jeff Lobo.
Yes, Los Lobos.
That's right. That's right. It is Jeff Lobo. Who, may I ask, who told you, who shared the tale of Jeff Lobo with you?
Gorgo doesn't speak. Gorgo says, Gorgo.
Girl.
He goes,
Yeah.
interesting. You really did meet Zhao in prison, didn't you?
Yes.
He goes, okay.
I say.
You and your men,
Yes.
you and your men, you really intend to take down Lobo?
There's something inside that temple that is
Torment
very important
sputters.
to me and
Torment
Yao.
sputters with speech. What are the basement? What's in the basement?
That's just the vault.
There's no basement at the Alamo.
That's
But so he pulls out a big wooden crate, and when you and like from kind of like
4
under
stories
a
in a
canvas
basement.
stack,
That's 5 stories.
and you hear it when he slides it. You kind of hear the rattling of glass inside it,
Oh, I know
he-
what's in those.
and he cracks open the top,
Nice.
and you
Let's
see metal vials full of like red liquid, and the red liquid kind of glows in the firelight. And he says, if you're going to go against Jeff Lobo, you're going to need these.
Oh,
And he kind of counts off, and he's like, 1, 2, 3, 4. And he's like, are those guys with you over there?
yeah,
We're
yeah.
just
They're
lurking in the
all
woods.
with us. Yeah, they're
They're all
all
hiding behind
with
a
us.
tree. One tree.
Yeah, well, passive perception, baby.
Yeah.
Tiger folk, you can't hide from the tiger folk.
Oh shit! They saw us.
So he says, all right, here's what I'll give you. Let's see.
And I kind of like tickle him a little bit, like,
Oh,
Maybe
okay.
I'll give it a little extra. You know what I'm saying?
And he hands you the crate, and he said, inside this crate, there's 8 superior healing potions.
Ooh.
He's like, take them.
Thank you. Thank you.
Take
And you
them.
know, I never got your name.
Frady.
Frady.
Pretty cat. I'm sorry. That was a meta moment. I'm still like passed out on the ground.
It's short for Euphrates.
Oh, Euphrates, the river. Beautiful. Powerful name.
There's a river called Euphrates. Where?
Ah, it's a long way from here. It's funny. That's actually where.
It's a
A
plant
whole other
culture.
world.
Yeah.
The world
But anyway, yes, my name is Frady.
Pretty cat.
It's a pleasure to meet you, Frady.
Jesus.
Next-
And he stands up and he looks at Torment.
Great
How do you think I escaped?
Yeah, Torment.
What am I supposed to do?
Sorry, I gotta
Just leave myself? Just sacrifice myself? The battle was lost.
The wolves, damn it. The wolves.
There was nothing we can do.
I try
Look
to
around you.
I try
This
to
is all that made it
calm-
out, and I saved these men.
You were
How dare you?
You were a great soldier, Euphrates. I will let Yao know of your amazing deeds here.
You know these potions could have healed your troop, though. But thank you. We'll take it from here.
Made it out.
All right. So
One thing you should know about my faith in Wagoban is we do not believe in using potions and the like outside of combat. We save those for when we absolutely need them.
Oh,
makes sense. Makes sense.
good for us.
Well, Euphrates.
Come.
Let me ask you.
A slow
Come,
growth-
men.
a
Come,
slow
men.
growth of flames.
Leave this fool and his compatriots to their own devices. And he spits on the floor at Torment's feet. And he said, We'll see if your attitude changes once you face the horrors that await you inside that
A
tent."
slow growth of flames
Gorgo, hit him with one of
surround
these.
Torment.
Gorgo, hit
And
you with one of
his
these.
his disguise fades as flames wreathe him, and he rises up off the ground,
All 3 feet.
condemning anyone around him for their impudence. He looks towards Ezekiel and Gorgo and says, "This is time to burn."
No. I kind of say, just go with God. Let Jesus in. Let him soothe your fiery spirit. You know who else loves fire? The devil.
He immediately
And the devil-
ignores Ezekiel, looks
devil
towards the
is
leader, and meets
No.
him eye to eye.
No.
Wreathed in flame, he says, "Would you like to live or would you like to die?"
Gorgo stands in front and between them and stares Torment in the face.
Torment has no concern for Gorgo. He
Okay.
stares directly at the leader who is speaking and says, "Is this your time to live or is this your time to die?"
And he hesitates for a second, and you can see his whiskers sort of trembling, and he says, "I once again choose to live."
Then
Me-
you will follow us and you will fight, or I'll burn you all where you stand.
Well, there goes that.
Make an intimidation check.
I'm not helping.
I mean, I can't. I'm only half proficient. I mean, I would just because I would like these guys to be with us, but
They'd
if
be good
somebody
knee
didn't have to
shields.
be such a dick about it to them, I could have probably just like blown this dude, and then they would have been our friends forever.
I
But,
know,
like,
that's the thing.
here you go, Rob.
Regardless.
Yeah.
Yeah. So with
Yeah, right. Yeah,
You know,
yeah.
Justin,
You were
you've got
doing
a
such a
point.
good job of it.
Well, hold on. So what I'll say is I'll even let you use your intelligence modifier on that. So that's a 12. It's like an arcane intimidation. It's still not gonna persuade anybody to follow you. But he says, I've given you these potions, and that's all I'll give you. And when you return with this keystone and your lives, I'll be waiting here to reward you.
I burst forth around me in flame, and then consume it back into myself. I look at him dead in the eyes and say, "You better, because we will vanquish these foes and bring this world asunder. Do not cross my path again unless it's to give me my reward. Go now. This is our flame. This is our fire. Find another place to be."
And you see, now he's kind of standing facing you, and you see his tail kind of like tuck between his legs and kind of like forward, and his shoulders slump, and he picks up his knapsack, and he sort of looks at his other men who are licking their wounds and says, "Come then." And one guy in particular.
At that moment, I use Talmadori to increase the flame of the bonfire and say, "Leave your things. They're mine now." And it roars up the bonfire.
And I have like a marshmallow on it, and I'm just like, yeah.
And then one guy in particular throws a bunch of like kitchen utensils into like a wooden crate, and they all go running off into the woods.
Fair enough.
Good job, Rob. You gave an eating disorder.
Sure, why not? They weren't going to help us. We tried.
All right. Something that doesn't involve.
Pretty sure we literally could have walked up to the fire and been like, "Can you help us?"
Oh, then you know what? Dismiss. Maybe next time, show the fuck up.
I mean,
Don't let Gorgo and Zeke show up, and then
what do you mean?
Get a word in, man. If we can get a word in.
We had it great. I healed the guy. He gave us potions. I was like flirting with him.
We got what we needed from that. What else are they gonna do? Be fodder? Come on, we don't need those fuckers.
Yeah, we do.
Well,
No, we don't.
I mean, maybe the one guy who is a chef could have cooked you like a feast in the
Nice
morning or
meal.
something. But anyway, okay, so the fire is there. It's now night has fallen, and you know that you are like one hex away from the Temple of the Tiger King. Do you guys sleep or what?
Yeah, I'm taking a long rest. I'm gonna say.
Okay, everybody take a long rest.
I asked Torment if there is a potion of climbing in the book that he has.
He doesn't
believe
know.
there is.
I have the book, but I will look.
This is the second long rest that I haven't changed up my spell slots, and I've been meaning
Wait,
to.
but hold on. I'll pull up the book right now. Here we go.
Because if I remember,
There's a couple things I need to switch out my spells. Yeah.
if I remember
Okay, so
correctly,
there's a lot of potions in here. Ready?
Okay.
You said potion of climbing.
Yep. I don't know if it's called that climbing potion, spider something.
The potion.
Oh,
of
you're
flying.
you're talking about us using the device. So we already had 2 copperweed. We had 2 milkweeds prior to any of this. We added, so I got 5 copperweed. I got 3 creatures, rare items, and I got 1 spark moss, 4 common animal parts, and 2 milkweed. Yeah.
Because we can, if bomb broom is what we need, we can backtrack and just pick there all day long. You know.
So bomb bloom, interestingly enough, is used to make potions of water breathing.
Oh shit! Okay.
Which we already have.
Sure.
Right? Am I wrong? I'm not trying to.
We do.
I'm trying to speak, Dan. I thought we already had them.
We do have water breathing potions.
Yeah.
I mean, I can breathe underwater with a spell. I don't need it. So
Okay. Yeah, I don't think you're gonna need water breathing potions right
no,
now.
I don't think we're gonna need water breathing for this one either. Yeah.
But yeah, Larma created them.
But what are some so here? I mean,
I just want to because so I say to the group, if I recall correctly, there are stairs around the back of this temple. If
we have to go around the back.
Yes, if we can reach those stairs from the outside, we can circumvent the entire first floor of this.
I grab Cassian and I grab Dismas, and we pour over the book. I share with them the knowledge of the book because they have the knowledge of the herbs that we need for any of the spells and incantations and potions that we can create. And I want them to know all the knowledge of it so that we can recognize and pluck whatever we need to pluck when we need to pluck it. And using what we have currently, create what we need to best pursue our ends.
We likely don't have enough for climbing potions for everybody, but as long as we have one for Thovir, we can probably the rest of us can make it up.
I have spider climb.
Oh,
we're not worried about one.
All right, here we go. Okay,
one is the strength of all.
Hold on. A potion of climbing takes 1 sungrass and 1 spark moss.
Oh, we've got the spark moss. Okay, we can make 1 potion.
Yeah, but we need a sungrass. We don't have.
I climb really well.
I saw sungrass, 2 sparks, 2 hexes back. We can just delay a day.
That's 12 hours.
So sungrass is a common fey magical herb. It could be. I genuinely don't know if it's found in the jungle or not.
Is it? You said it's a fey herb, like fey
Yeah,
ancestry?
Like fairy, like a fairy herb.
I don't even.
So if I have fey ancestry, would I be able to find it faster?
No.
Not in this world. No,
Well,
but
I
Dan
didn't-
makes a good point.
I didn't realize our knobbly one had spider climb. Perhaps we don't need a potion after all.
Is there any buffs or
With
just heals
spider
or
climb?
anything like that?
I do.
Okay.
Oh, you do?
Do you guys want to create any other potions or not really?
Well, is
Is there
there
a
buffs
potion of
or healing
levitation?
potion?
I mean, dude,
I
seriously,
can't see
I
the
wish
book,
I had a
David,
way
I
to
don't know.
quickly share this with you.
Just share your screen on
Are
the
you
Zoom.
all on your? Well, hey, are you all on your computers right now?
Yeah.
Well, I think the potions that I would like are flying or feather fall.
That's a good one.
Feather fall's good.
Flying
So
would be
I'm
good
putting
too.
in the chat in the Zoom. I'm putting here. This is what you found in your coat or in your cloak. So open this up. This is what you have access to.
For the viewers watching at home, this is a home. This is the thing you made, Dan, right?
Yeah.
No.
Dan made
But you
this.
can share it on your screen.
I'm literally looking at it right now. This is pages out of a book. This is
Oh,
not
wow.
something Dan made. No offense, Dan, but I'm just saying.
No,
Potion of flying.
of
We
course
need
I made
Angel's
this.
Tears and Stag Blossom. So
hold on. Hey, I'm gonna get frustrated real fast.
Okay.
This is mine. I made.
Okay.
This.
Okay.
But you actually made this page. Okay.
Yes.
It's really good.
For those of you watching at home,
No, it
copyright
looks
Wizards
like
of the
it would
Coast.
be something
Dan
I found
has-
online.
No, Dan did not. None of this is Dan's copyright. All Wizards of the Coast material.
No, that's not true.
Brought to you by Primordial Secrets.
Yeah.
This is what COVID does. This is what a COVID coma bed does.
Oh.
Gives you
Yeah, this is
time.
what I did when I had COVID.
I feel like we could probably make some of those.
Boomerang oil, what does that do?
Razor oil, bottled breath.
All right, we're looking at. We need things to climb, right, Garth? Is what
Yeah,
you're saying?
climb, levitation,
I mean,
flight.
Dismas.
Well, flying, we need Angel's Tears and Stag Blossom. So
Gaseous
I don't
form
know.
would do it.
Angels.
Gaseous form lets you fly. Gold thistle, moon thistle. Nope.
Well, copperweed and milkgrass can give us a potion of healing, which we have.
Angel's tears stuff. Yeah, dude, we don't have enough stuff yet. We need to get more stuff.
No, we need some Stag Blossom.
We haven't
Stag
been
Blossom.
farming these items like we should have.
Stag Blossom's the one that's
Honestly, we should just like wander around.
It's one of the annoying things that I'm somebody like my character is somebody who can figure this stuff out, but like I don't have the ability to cultivate them. And I need Dismas and Cassian.
Yeah. Well, we haven't done much hex crawling, but when we do hex crawling, Dan usually gives us an opportunity to grab some.
Yeah,
No, and when you guys get out of just really quick, when you get out of this part of the map into like the more high level parts of the map, you'll have access to more high level herbs.
Okay.
No, I get that, but we need herbs to get us to that point.
We might just have to fight through floor 1.
Right. I think you're just gonna do the dungeon as it's.
We can try. I think we should
The
start
healing
by going around
potions.
back.
Honestly, the healing potions are what we need if we're gonna do a dungeon crawl.
You've got 8 superior healing potions.
Yeah,
those are fucking badass.
Yeah,
that's the highest.
Well, I know, but
how many of us could Gorgo throw up 1 level?
Right.
I mean, technically,
I don't know. You guys haven't been there. You don't realize. Maybe you don't realize how big this temple is. So maybe you get a. I mean, it's good that you guys are planning, but I don't have a great answer.
Let's go around the back of the temple. Can we go around the back of the temple?
Elevator works.
All right, wait, hold on. Dismas.
Yes, sir.
We can make more healing potions. They won't be superior, but superior, while great, won't help us with minor healing from the beginning of the fight. Superiors are going to be used later on. So minor healing potions can be helpful with the copperweed and milkrest we have. We can make at least 2 with given the items that we have on hand.
Healing potions are only useful if you plan on getting cut.
I think I could polymorph myself into a very large bird that flies, and we could just all fly up to the top.
Oh shit! Yeah, let's go. Let's go to just.
I also have
more of the ring style. Just fly right to the fucking.
But how many can you carry?
I mean, that depends how big I can make it.
Yes, but exactly. Do we intend on flying up there and expecting no resistance?
I mean, I don't know what kind of resistance we're getting. I'm just saying, it's just throwing out ideas here, spitballing. You know?
No, I know, and I'm throwing out counter to your ideas. I'm trying to brainstorm as well as you are.
The elevator works with your dick, and also,
wow, that happened quick, didn't it?
We have to go to the vault to get the 3rd port key that's in there, and I have 2 on my neck. We have to get the 3rd one.
Why is this feeling more like Pick of Destiny?
like going into the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame to try to figure out.
Yeah, and like you remember when he has to do they teach themselves how to do
cock push-ups. The cock push-ups.
Push the button.
You only need one.
One cock push-up. You never know when you're gonna need to bang your way out of a situation.
Cal says you have to use his dick as the keyhole for the vault.
You have to polymorph your wiener in the shape of the kid.
Exactly. Or you can break it with ice.
Yes, a lot of shape water going up.
Yeah, there's gonna be a lot of shaping.
Oh shit, Dan, your link did not lead me into this separate. Okay, never mind. You have a whole different thing here.
Smelling salts is a good one. I can see that being really, really helpful. It brings someone back from 0, so you can just give them 1 hit point back.
But does it work like the way that power lifters use smelling salts too, where you sniff it, and you're like, and then
I hope so. That would be awesome.
That would be awesome.
Damn.
Okay, from now on, everything the rest of the show is brought to you by Primordial Secrets.
Lines have been drawn. Shit.
What is smelling salts?
Potion of gaseous form. That's cool.
Yeah, that's
what
are
you actually asking what smelling salts are made of?
Gaseous form spell. I think you can fly with gaseous form.
Man, this is really awesome. Good job on this.
Didn't you guys? I feel like this was brought up a long time ago that Dan did this whole thing.
Well, I don't think I ever shared
it. He gave it to me, but it was only limited to a couple different things.
It was just the first page.
Oh, I see.
Yeah, exactly. I got like the first page of this. Like it wasn't even the first page. It was like half of the first page. But yeah, no, this is the complete guide. This is everything.
Do you guys underestimate the fact that Dan has like a 5 subject notebook that he walks around at all times with, like
No, I don't.
writing shit all the time, and like 1,000 D&D books laying around their house.
Hell
Yep.
yes.
No, I lived with him.
Yeah, gaseous
Honestly,
form
Jess,
is what
I
we
lived
want.
with him longer than you did. I know this guy. I get it. Like
Okay,
we're kids.
So are we gonna call it a night? Are we just done for the night? We'll go into this long rest. You guys can wake up in the morning and we'll start our next session.
Can you just tell us
yes.
if we're gonna go on the first floor, if we can skip the first floor? Can we just scout the back of the temple?
I
Yeah.
mean,
Can we roll to see this temple?
roll to see the temple.
Yeah, I want to move on the hex to the temple.
We want
he wants to see it.
I
He wants
agree
to
with
see
it on the map.
Jordan. Let's get in view of the temple, but not so close that we're detected. We just want to be able to scout it from a distance, rest, and plan our attack.
Can I
Well, no.
decipher the shape
So
of the temple?
you're too far. Hold on.
Is
If
it a
you're
triangle?
camping at this spot, you are too far to like walk there in the night and then come back. That's not how it works.
What if we do it?
I have favor. Can favor scout it for us?
No, it's like 20 miles away.
All right.
Do
Well,
a
that's
group stealth- What if we do a group stealth roll?
You know what? Here, Favor can fly over there. Okay, and what Favor is going to see in the night is she's going to see a four level ziggurat temple.
Nice.
Each level
Easy.
is carved of polished, perfectly smooth stone that the tiger folk used for centuries as a defensive measure. The only way to enter the temple is up the front stairs and in the front door. In fact, when Torment examines the outside of the temple, it's very obvious that this is like polished limestone rock that is not scalable, not climbable. Insects don't even stick to it.
so yeah, we got one
Learn
way in.
all of that. You learn all of that through this amazing scouting that you're familiar
I didn't
with.
even have to roll for it, guys. That's amazing.
All right, no shortcuts this time.
All right, so we're taking a long rest.
You could have just made it a 5-story building that we could have skipped one floor of.
It is 5 stories. There's a basement, Dick. Just 1 story is underground.
Yeah, there's nothing down there except for the vault. No big deal.
Yeah,
Maybe a
the
morgue
vault.
this time.
Yeah, nobody ever wants to go to the vault.
I want to go to the vault.
I feel like it's the first place we need to go to is the vault. Fuck everything else.
What do we need to deal with Jeff Lobo? He's got to get to the vault and get out of there.
Oh,
Jeff
Don't
Lobo is the
forget-
key to the vault.
don't forget
Who
we
is
have that-
Jeff Lobo? Remind me.
He's the wolf leader.
Wolf King.
Wolf King.
Don't forget we have that map that can show us exactly where he is at any time.
He made his fortune selling books.
I forgot about that.
Yeah.
That's
So he may not
has
even
that
be
map?
there. He might be on vacation.
Who has that map and why haven't
He's
they
at the
brought it
Alamo
up?
finding the basement.
Yo, let's wait for him to go to the bathroom and jump out behind him and kill him there.
Right? Then just cut off his dick.
All right,
Wait.
my swords are thirsty. I'm excited to slay some Lobos tomorrow.
I waited until the end of the session to go there. I mean, come on, guys.
Is this the Tiger King's palace where we were before?
No.
What? We need to go
Yes.
to the Tiger King's palace.
We are in the exact palace we were at before. This is the this
He
is
has
where the
to-
tiger.
Tiger King's that rich.
This is the Tiger King's home.
We were here before.
Are you just saying that because we
Oh,
can't
no,
skip
he's
on the
right.
X?
No, they're right. Never mind. I apologize. We are in the Tiger King's palace.
It was a short trip last time.
Ezekiel.
Yes,
did-
we came the short way through. We were welcomed in before versus having to fight our way in this time.
Okay. Well, here's what we'll do. You guys have the the alchemy supplement if you want to spend any more time looking at it. You also can all take a nice long rest. And when we come back for our next session, we will hopefully make it to the temple. I mean, we might just spend 2.5 hours at our campsite fighting over whether or not we can take gaseous form or not. We might just wander around the jungle looking for sungrass. I mean, who knows?
Dude, if we can find five.
Time out. So Torment turns to the group and says, we should take a rest and let's sit and discuss how we're going to go about things hereforth. All
But
right.
we'll do that over text.
That's fine. Or Dan, you log off, and the six of us can sit here and talk about it. 6 of one, half dozen the other. Text works too. But I'm just saying, like, we're all here, guys. If you want to talk about it, we can talk about it. If not, we can talk about it via text.
Time in.
Like text.
Yep.
Yeah,
Right.
I got some shows I want to catch up.
Gorgo, me, Favor, and Ezekiel are the only ones that are up late at this point. So if you guys are all good, yeah, we can do this over text. But there's a lot that we need to plan on a dungeon crawl, especially if it's going to be 5 stories and we're going to hit a vault at some point. There's a lot to discuss. And there's a lot of resources we need to maintain to make sure that we can make it through this without wiping the group. Okay? Do you guys get what I'm saying?
Yeah, it's going to be a tough one. I'm genuinely excited for.
Yeah, Dan has got a hard on to wipe this whole party. I know it. I've seen it. I mean, quite honestly, I think the tip of his
You've
penis
seen Dan's hard on.
in this
That's
whole
my primordial
thing.
secret.
I'm just saying. Just a tip, just for a second. He just
Primordial
see how it
secret.
feels, guys. I'm just saying.
All right.
And on that note,
Cut.
That is
I
also